Boyhood of Jesus. In the Bible, we can read the stories of Jesus as a baby. Then there are many stories about Jesus as a man who began to teach and heal. At this time, he was about 30 years old. But there is only one story about Jesus as a boy. This story is about a special feast, the Feast of the Passover. This was a very important time when all the Jews remembered the coming of Egypt many years before. All good Jews tried to visit the Temple of Jerusalem for the feast. The temple was the house of God. Each year, Mary and Joseph went to Jerusalem at Passover time. When Jesus was 12 years old, they took him with them. What a great day it was for Jesus, as it was for every Jewish boy, when he went to the temple in the great city. At the end of the feast, Mary and Joseph set off for home again. Jesus was not with them, but they thought that he was with friends and relations. But as the day went on, they began to look for him. He was nowhere to be found. Jesus had stayed behind in Jerusalem. There was only one thing to be done. Mary and Joseph turned back and hurried to the city gates. They were very anxious. For 3 long days they looked for Jesus, and then at last they found him. He was in the court of the temple, sitting amongst the teachers, listening and asking questions. Everyone was amazed at the clever words of this young boy. How glad Mary was to see Jesus again. She told him how anxious she and Joseph had been. The answer of Jesus showed that already he was getting ready to do God's work. "Why did you look for me?" he asked. "Didn't you know that I must be doing my Father's work?" Mary and Joseph did not understand what Jesus meant, but they were glad to have him home with them in Nazareth. Here he settled down with them at home. We think he must have helped his mother in the house and his father in the carpenter's shop. And as the years passed, Jesus grew up.